Like, share, and subscribe. Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Grandpa's going to play some hymns on the piano for you today, just for the fun of it. It's kind of hard for Grandpa to play the piano and talk, but we'll work at it. You know, Grandpa's almost multi-talented, but not really. Hey, the long game. Yep, we're going to talk about the long game. And Grandpa has some definite views about the long game and what's coming. What's coming with Tesla. You know, our country's probably already in recession, and I really believe that. Inflation in reality is probably really near 20% price increase for everything you buy, and people are struggling in this time. But Grandpa's going to also talk a little bit about the opportunities that Grandpa's missed in the past to make millions. I'll tell you a couple of those stories. In the, I don't know, last 5 to 7 years, there was a company called, the first one I did it with was SCNA. It's a little medical company, and they're a penny stock, and I gotta change to a different song here. They're a penny stock, and my son was buying them, and I think they were around 6 cents, and so Christ has made the sure foundation. This is your next song. Grandpa's playing for you. So I really do have a hard time playing and talking. So anyway, SCNA, I started buying it. Long story short, it plummeted, and it was down to a third of a penny, under a half a cent, and I owned millions of shares, just absolutely millions of these worthless shares. And one day the price took off, and it jumped up to a penny, and I sold, and I don't know what I made. I made $5,000 or $7,000, whatever. And I sold them all. Within 2 days, it was, I just struggling to remember, but I think it was 7 or 8 cents, something like that. I can't even remember anymore. But I did figure it out at the time. If I would have kept my shares and been sleeping and not sold them and made my whopping $7,000, you know, Grandpa likes sevens, I would have had just shy of $3 million. Just unbelievable. I remember I was out in New Mexico in the truck when I sold those shares. And 2 days later, $3 million. That's why, you know, I'm talking more about the long term with Tesla. Now I'll tell you another story. BNGO, they're a biotech company, and I'm not recommending these two companies by no means. They're dysfunctional as all get out. Grandpa's come a long way. I gotta get a different song going here for you. I'll pick a good one, hopefully. Hopefully Grandpa will get you a good song. Then I'll tell you about BNGO. I am thine, O Lord. Draw me nearer. Grandpa's playing. playing the piano while we're doing live streams here. Okay, so B and Geo, they were up around $1.50, and Grandpa started buying and selling, and I got to the point where I think I had 72,000 shares, and I had less than a 50-cent average. And I held these things for a year, waiting and waiting, I'd seen it had been up around $5-6 at some point. And, anyway, Grandpa, he held on to those shares forever, waiting for the big move, any move. And finally, one day it took off. And what did Grandpa do? Grandpa sold all his shares, made $5,000 to $7,000. I don't remember exactly. I made money. But the thing is, within 2 weeks, that 50-cent share was right up at $15. Within 2 weeks of the time Grandpa sold. I waited all that time, over a year. I waited, and I gave them away for a small profit. And that's why Grandpa says, don't sell all your shares. There's a reason when Grandpa's, if you're day trading, sell all your shares if that's all you think about. But if you have a cash account and can hold out, keep some of your shares for the big payday. Grandpa's missed 2 big paydays in the millions, by days. And I see this coming with Tesla. Get on the boat. Okay, quickly now, Grandpa's going to talk about what he's supposed to talk about, which is the long game. I guess I've been talking about the long game to some degree. Borderline recession. I think we're already in the recession. People are struggling. I got to get a different song going here. I wonder what I'll play here. Let me look. Then we'll talk about this long game. Grandpa wants to get this thing shortened up too. I'm gonna quit playing here and just talk. Okay, so the year 24. What is Grandpa hoping for? I'll tell you what I'm hoping for. I hope Tesla stays in the toilet. I hope it stays down. I expect it to stay down. With these high interest rates, it's going to be hard. The rest of the car dealers are really going to struggle, and Tesla's cutting prices in China for a reason, to compete with BYD, and they're going to cut in the U.S. here and everywhere else to stay going. But at least they're making a profit while the other ones are losing. Okay? Don't worry about Tesla. They know what they're doing. Everybody wants to second guess what Tesla's doing and think it's, they're doing the wrong thing. Well, I'll tell you what, Tesla's doing the right thing. Elon knows what he's doing. Yeah, I have a lot of faith in that guy. These are smart people. And but I'm hoping that Tesla stays down through 24. Why? The year 24 that we're in right now. Because I want to add shares at a cheap price. I want to buy. All through this next year, whether it's one, if you manage to get yourself 10 shares over the next 12 months before this thing takes off, and she's up at 7,000. That's $70,000, people. Guys and gals, get on the boat. I see Tesla going. When it takes off in the last part of 24 or the first part of 25, and interest rates are down to nothing where they should be, and when this economy starts coming back around, that stock market is going to fly. Tesla cars and trucks and cyber trucks and their battery charging units, everything is going to fly out the door, and it's going to be boom time. They'll have the start of India's new plant over there coming with battery packs, and that inexpensive car will be coming. The big guys are buying. The market makers, that supercomputer you're playing against is buying. I'm telling you, they're buying. Grandpa's going to get off here. This is the monthly chart. And we'll go through our charts. I'll do another one later today, and Grandpa will go through charts. But this is buying opportunity. 248 is the halfway point. That's the halfway point from the high and the low. Over 2 years old. We've had an average selling price of 248. Half the selling has been done above it, half below. You're below. Start buying. Anytime you can buy below 248, and actually anytime you can buy below 269, the market makers are, all of them, the big guys, they're buying under 269 on down. They can't buy their millions of shares in a day or a week. They got to do it over time. And I'm telling you, Grandpa's been monitoring them for 11 months now. And I watch what they do. I document it. I got notebook after notebook after notebook full of what they are doing. And I go back and I look at it. Sometimes they give me some big signals. But Grandpa's not great at telling you what's going to happen tomorrow. Okay? I'm not really that great at that. I'm probably 70, 80% right. About as good as the rest of them. Because I got probably pretty much close to as much knowledge as they got in some areas. Where Grandpa shines is longer term, okay? Pay attention. Hey, listen, another thing. Share this opportunity with your friends. Give them a chance to listen to Grandpa. Share Grandpa with your friends. Tell them, hey, listen to this crazy guy. Grandpa sees the blinking. Maybe they want to get a share a month, and while the price is low for this next, hopefully, a year. When they turn this bus up, it's going to 5, 7, 10,000, and we'll talk more about that in the next live stream. All good things are from the Lord. Grandpa vacuumed the floor. Grandma's at the gym. And Lord willing, I'll do another live stream later today. Grandpa's enjoying this holiday. Bye-bye.